Thank you, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, at whatever time that you will be watching us this show. Thank you for tuning in, and we are the
Fun
Farm Girls. Thank you for joining in, and thank you for tuning in and watching our shows. My name is June, and I am joined by a very beautiful woman.
Aww.
Yeah, kindly introduce yourself.
Hello, good morning. Oh, you're good. I'm Zipporah. Yes, I'm happy to be here. Kama kawaida, I tell you, doing what you love doing.
Yeah.
So thank you for watching us from wherever you are watching us from. Welcome, feel at home, and you can follow us on our social media. We have the Farmers Media on Facebook and LinkedIn. Then we have at Farmers Media with a Z in Twitter and Instagram, and also on YouTube we are Farmers Media.
Thank you, Zippy. And Zippy has requested that you follow us on these platforms because we also share content on these platforms on different areas of farming and agriculture and impact that it has on farmers, on tips like how to grow your tomatoes, so many things and so much more apart from our Facebook page. So be keen to tune in and follow us on those different platforms. Today is a very beautiful day. Today the weather is not bad. It's not raining. It's not.
It's not that sunny, it's not that hot.
Like it's in between, and it is
Yeah.
December. We are actually in the festivities of the week
Yeah.
because we are leading to Christmas. And I was reading for you a meme that said, if you see a tent anywhere, from today, if you see a tent anywhere, just join. No one knows all of their relatives, their workmates, and their friends. So they will just think you are invited for that sherehe. And
Yeah. Just vaa vizuri, then you land there.
so if you have no plans and you see a white tent somewhere and celebrations are ongoing, please get dressed well. The thing is, just look presentable and look nice. That is the gate pass, and you can join the sherehe.
Yeah.
What are your intentions for the sherehe period? We are approaching Christmas.
I'm planning to go somewhere I relax for a vacation, a good one. I relax my mind. When I come back, I'll be fresh.
Will you be somewhere close to the water, or you will be in a jungle?
Close to the waters, Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I'm planning on traveling, and where I'm going, there will be waters. Different kind of waters. We're not speaking ocean, but there will be water somewhere. So today we are going to have a very interesting conversation around fruits and vegetables. We are talking about health benefits of fruits and vegetables, and Zippy,
Yes.
you know, people like to make fruits and vegetables like one thing. Is there a difference really?
Yes. There is a difference between fruits and vegetables because fruits they contain seeds and they are formed from a flower, and the vegetables they have like fruit the roots, and they have the stem and the leaves.
Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe you can tell us, and I don't know why there is this debate that a tomato is a fruit. Others say a tomato is a vegetable. So, for you, is a tomato a fruit or a vegetable?
To me, tomato is a fruit because as I have said about the fruit, it has seeds, and it's formed from a flower.
Okay. Zippy is actually trying to grow some vertical tomatoes. So now we will see if they flower. We will see the tomatoes. And how are you going to go about it, considering you're planning on going on vacation near the waters, away from your tomatoes?
Imagine that thing is also stressing me. I'm wondering which now tutorial I'm going to use because I don't want them to dry up. I don't know what I think so. I can plant them in the drips, and I don't know who will be opening the water for me.
For
closing the water for me.
But we will cross that bridge when we get there.
Yeah.
So Yeah, we will see. For anyone who wants to volunteer to water Zippy's tomatoes,
Yeah.
comment down below. Because she's going for the festivities. Now this is the challenge when we need to have a conversation of how people take care of their plants and farms when they have traveled
Yeah.
and they are dependent on irrigation.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we need to have that conversation. So you had mentioned that tomatoes are fruit.
Yeah, it's a fruit.
And I think reason why we lean towards saying that tomatoes are vegetables is because tomatoes are used during cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So our whole entire life, we have been using tomatoes to cook. You fry the onions and then you add tomatoes, or tomatoes are used in salads. So we have never seen them being consumed as a fruit, like how you would eat an apple.
Yeah, it's very rare to see. Maybe kids, I see most of the time kids literally crying for the tomatoes. They want one and they eat it like a fruit. But for you, have you ever just sat down and decided, let me wash a potato and eat, a tomato and eat? Have you ever?
No, as a grown up, I remember as a child, I would even take the tomatoes, and I think now they started hiding them at home because I used to eat the tomatoes every single time. I would take the tomatoes and then I would cut and put some salt. It was so delicious at that time. But now as an adult, I don't think I have ever eaten tomatoes raw like that, if not in a salad.
Bas. That's how it is. But I think so it can serve those two masters as a vegetable and as a fruit, because most of the people use it as a vegetable.
Yeah, and I think it's because it's one of the tomato is like one of those easily accessible fruits or and for us we try and look at it as a vegetable. And maybe we can even start the conversation because we are talking about fruits and vegetables. First, we need to know what kind of fruits and vegetables are in our market before we talk of their benefits. And when we talk, let us start with fruits. Zippy, if you walk in a market today, let us say, I know the chance is minimal that each and every fruit is in season.
Yeah.
Which fruit would you be very keen to take?
Personally, I love apples very much. So apples will be my first priority to take.
Okay.
Yeah.
So apples will be your first priority, and what else?
And grapes. I love grapes, and also being that they are in the season, the mangoes.
Oh yeah.
So you just buy a lot of them, then you go and store some here. Yeah.
I think for me, the first fruit that I would take when I walk in a market, I would lean towards taking a banana.
Why?
This is the reason, and now everyone will know about my laziness.
Let's say your laziness.
A banana is easy to eat. You just open and you eat the banana. A mango, you need a knife, you need to cut, you need to, and maybe you need to blend.
Really? Now you don't want to buy those ones where...
Like my first, I've said the first thing that I would go towards, I would go towards a vendor who's selling bananas.
Okay.
And then now another thing is I would go for a vendor who sells melon or pineapples, but those ones that are sliced.
I also take the sliced one because, personally, there was a time I was taught to slice the melon here. You see, to cut that melon into two, I really struggled. I don't know, it's either it goes sideways, it's not straight the way I want.
Straight, yeah.
I really struggled, but I finally did it.
Okay, so we have already seen, we have for Zippy would walk towards apples, and I would go towards bananas, and she would go for apples and grapes, and I would go towards bananas or a melon. And you see, we do have a quite number of fruits. We have just limited ourselves to the ones that we know and the ones that are easily accessible. But I also think one of the reasons why, and maybe we can go back. You had mentioned about apples. Do you know when we were growing up, like apples were a rich people fruit?
By the way, you Or even when they are bought, they are cut into
Mhm.
pieces so that they can look many. So
Mhm.
when you take one, you feel, oh, I've taken an apple.
Yeah. So you see, let us speak for someone who is in Makueni, in a village somewhere. The first accessible fruit for them is not an apple. So for us, we have grown in a way to pick apples that are easily accessible to us. But you see, we have a number of fruits, and we have fruits that actually can be of benefit to our health, but we are only limiting ourselves to fruits that are easily accessible to us.
Yeah.
Growing up in a village and now being around Nairobi, for Nairobi, like you find apples being sold at the street for 20 shillings. You see, that is quite affordable. And in my village, there is no one who is selling an apple kwanza in kwa street.
Yeah.
No one is selling apples kwa street. Apples are only sold in the supermarkets and well packaged in a way that you're even afraid to pick it.
To pick it.
Because you don't know, by the time you get to the seller, the price can have skyrocketed. And you see, for the apples that are being sold in the supermarket, most of them are actually imported.
Yeah.
And that's why they make the price go up. So for me, I would pick fruits that were, when we were young, fruits that were affordable. So right now I'm in the city and I'm seeing that apples are easily accessible, but still I would pick fruits that I was easily, when I would grow up, I would pick them.
Okay.
And you'd see things like grapes and apples, I would be slow to picking them because I am not conversant with them. So if for someone who has not taken them, would be afraid to pick them because they don't know if they would taste good or bad.
Or bad. I don't know my last time when I took a banana. I would make sure I take one today. Okay. To be honest, I can't recall the last time I took a banana. I hardly do buy. I see them, but I'm not interested in buying them. But yeah. I love them, not that I don't love them, but well, I will
you
try.
should eat a lot of bananas, and you see bananas that easily, like you can carry them, they're just easy access. Even if you go to a mama mboga, they will always have a banana. And actually these fruits, now for our main topic is we are talking about health benefits of these fruits and vegetables. Now we can get into the conversation, and maybe we can start by, there are different types of fruits. I know there are berries. Berries are like strawberry,
the blueberries.
Blueberries, yeah.
Yeah, even the passion fruit. I was shocked to know that a passion fruit is a berry. I didn't know that.
Also me, I didn't know.
Yeah, then I was like, okay. At least we learned something new that we didn't know.
Apart from berries, what kind of fruits are there?
There are the stone fruits, like the plums. Yeah. Okay,
so you see the different types of fruits, and these different fruits actually have different, they have different benefits. So there's this liner that people like saying, this phrase that an apple a day keeps the doctor away. Why would someone say when you just take apples every day, you keep the doctor away?
Because they have their own health benefits. They prevent so many things. Yeah.
So we are leading towards a break, and we want to talk about the benefits of these fruits, how you can eat them, and how you can blend them into a smoothie if you want, and how you can incorporate them in your diet. And you see, for fruits, we're supposed to take fruits every day. Did you know?
Yeah.
Do you take fruits every day?
Okay, to be honest, sometimes I'm lazy like you. I imagine whatever I have there, I have to work for it. Then I'm like, I will take that tomorrow. So you see, I didn't take a fruit that day. And
maybe even when we come from the break, we will talk about how our fruits go to waste because we have not consumed them, but we bought them. So we will be taking a breather, and when we come back, we will continue with this conversation and the benefits of fruits and how you can incorporate them in your meals. Thank you for joining us as we talk about the health benefits of fruits and vegetables. So, let us get back to the conversation and talk about the benefits. We can start with tomatoes. We can start with tomatoes because we consume tomatoes on a daily basis. So, what are the benefits of tomatoes?
It, one, tomatoes has very many benefits, of which we consume them, and probably we don't know their benefits. So one, tomatoes it boosts our immune system. Yeah.
Okay. So every day we should be consuming. When we prepare the tomatoes, we should also set aside one so that we can consume it raw.
By the way,
Na hii uchumi.
na hii uchumi, I tell you, we have to survive. It protects our eyes from the blue light, which is produced by our smartphones and the computers. I know you didn't know that, but now you know.
Zippy has said that with a lot of confidence. So for our viewers, you have been on your digital. You are even viewing us on a digital platform.
Yeah.
You're using your smartphone. You're using your computers every single day. Now, taking a tomato will help you to block the blue light caused by these devices. So get on the bandwagon and take a tomato every day. A tomato a day.
Yeah, we can see it by the every day you take a tomato, the raw one.
Yeah,
not
the raw one.
Cooked one. Take it as a fruit, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it is headaches.
Yeah. I think when you work throughout the day or you're having a task, sometimes in the evening you can have a headache.
Yeah.
And most of the time we are always leaning towards taking a painkiller, paracetamol or a maramoja. So if we can actually take the tomato, it would help.
Yeah, it would help. It will add other health benefits, and also it will heal your headache. And a tomato, let's say it's 10 bob, and the other painkillers we take it's 10 bob, or you can even find a tomato it's 5 bob. So even that, it's a profit, by the way.
Yeah, but when you put it that way, when we are looking at comparing the cost of the painkiller and even for the tomato, you would see that actually there is no cost for you can buy 2 tomatoes for 10 shillings.
Yeah.
So don't lean towards a painkiller. Lean towards the tomato.
Yeah, it also prevents some types of cancer. I think so. Cancer, it have been a big disease that have been what do you call this, like imekuwa ikisumbua our country
for
the longest time.
Like it is close. I don't know why we have not said it is a pandemic, but you see the thing is, we know currently, previously when you were young, how many people did you know that had cancer?
I even didn't know what is cancer.
Yeah, but now actually you can even say this person maybe has cancer, this person died of cancer, and now we are just in a place where, because even treating cancer is very costly, if we can have preventative measures where we take vegetables, we incorporate in our meals, like even the tomato, it can keep cancer away. Let us embrace that kind of lifestyle, because we know we do not want to lose our loved ones. We do not want to lose you to cancer. Yeah.
Okay, also it helps in gum diseases. Yeah,
that is a very
and also it levels bad cholesterol and blood sugar,
blood pressure.
Oh, the blood pressure.
Yeah.
So but the blood pressure, it have been unasikia, you just everywhere you go unasikia, oh, the pressure is high, the pressure is low. I think so it has also been bothering us.
Yeah, I think one of the things why we have this kind of blood pressure, these are called lifestyle diseases, like diabetes and blood pressure, because they are caused by the meals that we do take, our lifestyle, maybe a lot of sugar, a lot of junk, a lot of fat. So you see, they cause high cholesterol, which is bad cholesterol. So that's, you see, for things like vegetables, they're healthy.
Yeah, they are healthy.
So they maintain good cholesterol. So that's why we are urged to take things like tomatoes and incorporate them in our meals. Yeah, so we have had a very good benefits of tomatoes, and now maybe we can go to vegetables.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So for me, we would also go again for vegetables. The one I can think out of my head is like sukuma wiki, spinach, and cabbage.
Yeah. Okay. By the way, at the back of our mind, we always think that vegetables are those greens, but also pumpkin, it's a vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
You see something like the cucumber, it's a vegetable
Mm-hmm.
also. And I heard there are very many benefits of taking cucumber. I don't know.
Yeah, there are quite many. One, maybe we will talk about the benefits of all vegetables, but maybe to just mention, for cucumber, for people who are diabetic, they're encouraged to take cucumbers.
Okay.
And also, it is hydrating because most of its contents, like cabbage and lettuce, most of it is just water based.
Oh.
So that's why it causes hydration in the body.
Okay. Did you know also garlic? It's a vegetable.
Huh?
Garlic.
Okay, I didn't know it was I just thought it was a spice.
Garlic.
I thought it fell under spice and herbs.
Yes, but it's also a vegetable.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You
Okay.
didn't know that?
I didn't know. But now I know.
Now you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and there are also the root vegetables like the potatoes, the sweet potatoes, the yams.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, they are also vegetables.
Okay.
They are categorized into different groups. There are the root vegetables, there are the leafy vegetables.
Mhm.
Yes, like in those categories.
Okay, sawa. So, but I think for us we lean towards leafy vegetables when we talk about vegetables. So now we can look on ways how we can incorporate like these vegetables in our meals, which we are just shortly about to speak about them.
Mhm.
But first, what are the benefits of taking vegetables?
There are very many benefits of taking vegetables because they are healthy, not
Mhm.
like the fast food like we love eating.
Mm-hmm.
And one, it reduces the risk of heart attack, diseases, and stroke. The
Yeah.
stroke disease.
Yeah. There's quite a number of people who are suffering from. We just hear someone had a stroke and died
Yeah.
at a very early age. I think in this generation or during this time, let us not talk about generation. Maybe just during this time, we have easy access to fast food. We have easy access to foods that are not like vendors have made it easier to have access to foods that are not healthy. Like if you go to Nairobi CBD, like you just meet like many fast food joints which are
Yeah.
just selling fries and fried things. You only get things that have with the type of cooking is deep frying.
Yes.
And reason why people tend to go towards that way is because deep frying is a very fast way of cooking, and deep frying also makes the food taste better.
Yes.
But do you know, like, it is more costly? Deep frying is a more costly type of cooking because it would mean you spending you use quite a high heat. High heat means you're consuming a lot of gas, and then the cooking oil, the vegetable oil already we know is costly.
It's costly.
Very costly. This year we have seen very absurd prices of cooking oil.
I hope so people will reduce the cholesterol because
Mhm.
most of those many eating that a lot of fat,
Mm-hmm.
it brings cholesterol,
Mhm.
that cholesterol. But now with the economy that we have, I hope so cholesterol it have meishaisha because
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect. I remember there was this time that 1 liter it was, I don't know.
It was cost to 800.
Yes, then we're like unapima kama dawa. You have to a little one. You see the one, there was a time I went somewhere and they were told by the mama, their mother,
Mm-hmm.
ati let me say it in Kiswahili.
Mhm.
Ati mafuta ni ya kuchoma tu kitunguu. The moment the onion it get that the small fats, it's
Mm.
okay, you can cook. And if you look at the food that is being cooked in huge amount, then you remember the oil that was nini. Then you're like, but it's economy. You have to minimize on what you're using, because when you go to the supermarket, you are going to eat from there.
And you see, we have focused. I was saying now, when you walk in the CBD, you find a lot of vendors selling these deep fried things, and you look at it and you find that this food is not healthy.
Yeah.
But for fruits and vegetables, most of them you can actually take them raw.
Yes.
You do not have to buy a lot of vegetable, or you do not need to even actually use heat. And if you use heat, you just use kidogo.
Kidogo. To see, I hear vegetables like the leafy ones. They're supposed to be cooked 3 minutes to 7 minutes.
Even 7 is quite a lot.
It's quite a lot, by the way. Around 3 minutes, that food is ready.
That food is ready.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even to take a lot of nutrients. Are there other benefits of vegetables that we have not talked about?
Yes. It lowers the risk of eye and digestive problems. That reminds me of the story that I heard from you guys. You took something yesterday and it was... I don't want to talk about that.
Anyway, whatever she's referring is nothing illegal. Just in case someone thinks it is illegal, no.
But they took this fast food and they did them something, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, reason by the way, you need, I think now that we are going towards the end of the year and we are approaching a new year, maybe we can start by actually having meal plans. Planning out our meals so that you just don't go to the office and you don't know what you'll eat for lunch.
Imagine.
And we make quite a lot of food. Maybe I should say here that my New Year resolution will be to carry packed lunch. I don't know. Don't hold your breath.
Let me not comment on that, but that's a resolution. I don't want to talk about my resolutions here because they might get shocked. Yeah, itakuwa nyuma ya tents.
So now we have get to the interesting part. Now tips on how we can now incorporate these fruits and vegetables. Maybe I can say one.
Just a minute before you say one. There is other health benefit of vegetables and fruit that you guys nowadays, we just want that. It helps in reducing weights.
Oh yeah. It's actually people now we have made people attentive.
Yes.
It actually helps in weight loss because you're not taking a lot of calories, and this is actually good calories that is going to your body, and it has high nutritional values.
Yes. So you can try them. It's also a health benefit. Don't struggle there. Oh, you go googling, I don't know what can I do to reduce my weight. Take fruit and vegetables, then you see the difference and you'll come back to thank us later.
Okay. And just let us finish with talking about how the tips to incorporate vegetables and fruits in your diet. We can start by for example, fruits. Put them in an easily accessible place in your kitchen. Put them in the counter, but now this is what you should do. Wash them first.
Yeah.
So that if you can easily grab them, they are already washed.
Yeah.
And if they're there, you can wash them and maybe in the morning and have through the day. But if for the next day, wash them again. Because you see some dust could have settled on the fruit. So wash them, put them on your kitchen counters. Put them, if you have dining rooms, in the dining room, maybe close to the living room, where if people are lounging, they can just grab an apple.
Yes.
They can take a banana. You see, when you have them just lying around, you would see, and you would now realize if we don't consume it, it would go to waste.
Yes, and you are like, today I have not consumed a fruit, then you just go and grab it, then you...
Yes. I think that is one smart move. Putting them where you can easily access them, where when you pass through the house, you can see them. If you carry them to work, for example, you have carried a banana to work, put it on your desk. Do not put it now, you start putting on the locker. Sometimes you can get busy and you forget about it.
Just forget about it.
Now put it on top so that you can remember if it is lunch or maybe at 12, you can have it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also another tip is to explore the markets.
Yeah. How so? How so, Zippy?
Okay, when you go to the market,
Mhm.
okay, you when you land to the market, what I'm sure you don't think about the fruit.
Let me just say, if I'm going to the market, the first thing I'm thinking
Mhm.
is nyanya, tomatoes, onions, and potatoes.
Yeah, because those are the key things that you have to use them while cooking.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't think about the fruit. Go explore the market.
Mm-hmm.
Don't just go. I know you just go. See, there is a place the where you buy the onions, the tomatoes, such.
Mm-hmm.
Don't go direct there. You just buy then go back home.
Yeah, yeah.
Explore the market. Just penya huko ndani. Then you see the other things, and there are some things you go and see. You are just passing somewhere, then you see, those oranges, they are smart. Then you see they just attract you.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you go buy some. But when you just go to where you just buy your onions and tomatoes,
Yeah.
you
I
won't see
think
them.
I think that is a very good strategy. When you explore the market, you would even get broccoli. You would get now, because vendors are bringing different kind of vegetables and
Yeah.
fruits. Now you'll be spoiled for choice.
Mm-hmm.
You will lean towards trying new things.
Yeah.
That is actually a very good point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will be exploring the market. Another thing, um,
You skip the potatoes.
Zippy has chosen violence. Now I just say that. I just say that when I go to the market, I take one of the things I am thinking about is potatoes. Now Zippy has already said
Yeah,
skip
you
the
should skip
potatoes.
the potatoes first. Go find the fruit and vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
You know, let me not just say that whatever I wanted to say, but you have heard from her. She go direct to the onions, the tomatoes, and the potatoes. First of all, skip the potatoes. Go buy the fruit, and we don't. Okay, we are not saying that potatoes are bad or what. They are good by the because we have to use them also.
Yeah,
But
yeah. Mm-hmm.
sometimes skip them.
And I think also another alternative for potatoes are like pumpkin and butternuts. You know, people only think of vegetables, they just think of waru. Waru is potatoes for those ones who do not understand Swahili. But you see also pumpkin and butternut and what else actually fall under the same, even for cassava,
Yeah.
for sweet potatoes. Like you can incorporate them in your meals instead of now having everyday waru.
Waru.
You can try butternut or pumpkin or even cassava or even sweet potatoes.
But some of us we don't take pumpkins.
But why do you say if you do not take pumpkin, try and as you have said, explore the market. If pumpkin does not work for you today, try butternut. If not butternut, try cassava. If not cassava, sweet potato. I'm sure like you would go and lean towards one thing instead of just every day you're thinking, what do I eat? Potatoes with
Potatoes with it's everything.
potatoes. And you see, potatoes are very healthy if they're taken in the right way. If they're taken now, if they're boiled, if they're taken like maybe you can make them in a stew, but they're dangerous once you start frying them.
Yeah. we we are talking about. Okay, we should avoid that. That the fries, the deep fried ones. You are struggling there to lose weight, and each and every day, breakfast, lunch, supper, it's the machipo. Yes, we should take chips, but it's just once in a while. But there are some cravings when you feel today I have to take some. Today I have to. You can try the boiled ones. I have taken the boiled potatoes. They are very sweet with that salt there, or even you roast them.
Oh yeah. And also another, now we have the technology of making potatoes in an air fryer.
Yeah.
Do you know like an air fryer? You do not deep fry. So maybe we can have another conversation about now technologies of cooking and how they have evolved and how we can incorporate them.
By the way.
Yeah. That is our next episode. We'll talk about that. And another thing.
Another tip and the last one, it's you try and cooking the new recipes that include vegetables.
Oh yeah. try and see how you can incorporate vegetables in different ways of cooking, not the normal one of just saute. I know, and we try to. I just learned that this thing of steaming cabbage, that is not steaming cabbage. I remember with the first person who told me they're steaming cabbage, I thought of this thing of a steamer. A steamer is you put as like you can either use it a kienyeji way or you buy a machine that is a steamer. You put water and then now there is that bowl. You put the vegetables and then you put also water. So it heats the water to remove the steam.
Remove the steam.
But now I learned that when someone says they're steaming cabbage, they're putting oil and onions, and then now they're putting the cabbage. That is not steaming.
That's not steaming, by the way.
That is not steaming.
Yeah, while steaming, you don't use all those things.
Yeah,
It's just your vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can even try like steaming the vegetables. You can saute them. Saute them is now, it takes like 3 minutes on a high heat, but it should not take more than 3 minutes.
More than 3 minutes.
Yeah, try and then encourage your families to take these vegetables on a daily basis. Buy fruits for yourself and make sure that they're not going to waste, because there is this, we are trying to also curb food wastage. Yeah, let us not be wasters of food. Let us, when we buy food, let us consume it. So one of the ways, don't buy a lot of bulk, in bulk. Maybe you see mangoes and you buy a whole bucket of mangoes and you're one person in your household and you're buying a bucket of mangoes.
That will absolutely lead to food wastage, because a bucket and I'm alone and I won't be consuming them every day.
And you see, you can also get bored.
Yeah.
So if you're buying one bucket and you're alone, I advise you that you actually buy for your for your neighbors, and you just, when you get home, you tell your neighbors, I have mangoes, so that they come and you share, which is a good thing. But if you're buying a whole bucket for yourself, that now food would go to waste. So buy the ones that you can easily consume without feeling the pressure of, I need to eat this or it will spoil. No. Just buy kidogo. Small amount will be well. Do you have any parting shots?
Maybe I wish them a Merry Christmas. It's the festive season, by the way. Don't waste food. We are trying our best to fight the food wastage. Please, please, please. I know you want to try everything, but don't try in the large amount. Just put a small amount. You want just like a spoon. If you want to taste everything and try everything, don't waste food. There are some people who are dying of hunger. They are outside. There are those street children. You can also share with them. If you have to cook in those large amounts, go find some, share with them. They'll be happy. You'll be blessed, by the way, because I imagine the lot of food that it will be wasted, and there are some people who are there outside, they don't have anything to take. So please, please, please don't waste food.
And if you have like a place where easy access where you can buy these fruits and vegetables in bulk and you're alone, please go ahead and buy them, and you can also share with your friends and family. We are in the festivities. In the festivities period is where we share, and we actually want to cultivate this spirit of sharing. Isikuwe tu time ya Christmas alone that we are sharing, but also in our day-to-day life, when you have access to food, easy access, and you are paying quite an affordable amount for it, kindly buy them in bulk and share with your friends. And it will cultivate the spirit of sharing, because now if they go and get something easily accessible, they will always be thinking about you. So when you cultivate that within your friendship and in your neighborhood, you will help those ones who are in need. And you know ZP, because now we are in the festivities, people who need help, mostly they don't speak up.
No, they don't.
Today I can say of ZP. Today ZP brought some very nice mandazis in the office. All of us were hungry, and we were not even saying that we are hungry. ZP just offered. When she was offered, is now we were very grateful, because we are very hungry.
You did tell me you were hungry.
And you see, if we look at that, people who are in need, they will not automatically say I am in need. But when you offer, now that is when they will say, by the way, I needed vegetables, thank you so much. So let us always think of others, not only when they ask of it, but when we are in a position to do that, let us help.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we hope that these festivities you will not only be eating deep fried things, and you will be incorporating fruits and vegetables.
Yeah.
Until next time,
Bye.
bye.